Good morning, everybody. It is Tuesday, August 1st, new month. Woo! Another beautiful day on the Gulf Coast. It's probably 80 degrees right now, but low humidity. Supposed to get up to upper 80s. Again, low humidity, which for the Gulf Coast is unheard of. It's beautiful, not a cloudy sky, no chance of rain today. Perfect day. It's like an October day here. Love it. Note on stupid stuff not to do. So I was putting on my helmet this morning and I realized, oh, you know what, my clear face shield is somewhat grungy. There's some couple of dead bugs on it and it looked kind of smeared. So I have some of the Plexus spray cleaner, but I had already put my helmet on. So stupid me, I closed the shield while my helmet was on, and I sprayed it with this Plexus while my helmet is on. And I was going to wipe it dry. Well, stupid me, you know, my helmet vent is open in front of my mouth and above my head. So of course, all this, like, I don't know if it's the actual spray, but all the odor, and I'm sure chemicals that one is not supposed to inhale, come shooting right in my helmet. And yeah, I gotta deal with that. I got a big whiff of that this morning right in my face. So if I get lightheaded, that's why. I'm sure I'm fine now. But I was able to, on the plus side, I was able to wipe my face shield and now it's all clean. And honestly, oh my gosh, I never at that light, I never went down in gears. I just started in third gear. I don't know what I was thinking. Got distracted. But what I was going to say is, with the weather as nice as it is, I don't even have my clear shield down. The only time I pop it down lately, there's been a couple of occasions. One, when I was on the causeway, if I'm passing, they've been having some of the like lawnmower guys, like the highway lawnmower guys on the side, and they kick up a lot of debris, so I quickly throw my shield down for that so I don't get something in my eye. And then the other time is when I go into the tunnel, I always kick it down even though it's like a million degrees in the tunnel, because there's like a soot or ash or I don't know what it is. There's just a large piece of dust, whatever. There's crap in the air down there, and I made the mistake several times of going through without any shield down, and both times I've gotten some kind of irritant in my eye. So so when I go through the tunnel, I always pop my shield down. Now there was an occasion last week, I was crossing the causeway, and we have these big lumber trucks down here that collect these pine trees, the tree trunks. And I wasn't like directly behind the guy. I mean, he was probably, I'm guessing, maybe 50 yards in front of me. But wouldn't you know it, I'm just riding along and all of a sudden, a big piece of debris, like wood debris, goes in my eye. And I don't know what everybody else does when that happens. I kept this. I guess it wasn't bad enough that I had to stop. I would have stopped if it was really causing me pain, but it was enough that my eye was watering. I was constantly blinking, and it hurt. It's a distraction. I probably, in hindsight, for safety reasons, you should probably always pull over and try and get it out. But make sure this guy sees me. But for whatever reason, I just kept going and made it home and dealt with it then. So, that is the story of my face shield. I wonder if there's any kind of a trick for getting stuff out of your eye when you're riding. Because, you know, when you've got gloves, I have a modular helmet, but I keep it, I don't ride with the chin section up. I mean, I ride with it down. And, so I can't really get my hand in very easily to get to my eye, and plus obviously I've got a glove on, I wear fingered gloves, even though it's warm down here, again for safety. So I really can't get in there and do anything delicate with my eyeball. Boy, this is just one of those days you want to just keep on riding. Not want to get off or stop or go to work for sure. Alright, I am going to play some tunage, a little radio in my helmet, and get myself to my office. And if I think of anything interesting to say, I shall say it. By the way, I've taken a long hiatus from my videos, and it's not because I haven't been filming or writing. I've been doing both, but honestly I really just haven't had anything interesting to talk about, and I'm not suggesting today's topic is terribly interesting, but I did want to check in and just put a video up and say hiya to everybody, and let you know things are great in the riding community down here still, and I plan in October. I am still planning on my trip to the Natchez Trace. I watched a video recently that was on PBS about the history of the Natchez Trace, which is pretty interesting. It was originally a walking path that went from the Mississippi Delta back up to Tennessee, where people would float down the Delta in these big flat boats and sell their goods. And because of the current of the river, they couldn't get these boats back upstream, so they would sell the boat and everything once they got to the bottom, and then they'd have to walk it back. It took them like a month to walk home, and the trail was called the Natchez Trace. And then, of course, once these guys sold everything and would head back up north, you know, they'd have a few bucks in their pocket. They said, according to the show, it'd be like the equivalent of, you know, several $1,000s. So then you started to get a lot of bandits along the trace. Anyway, once the steam engine and these steamboats, that technology happened, the trace basically, nobody walked it anymore. Everybody just hopped a ride on these boats to get home, which was, of course, faster and easier. And the trace just kind of withered away until some women from Mississippi decided to build some memorials, and somehow they got some federal money to pave the land. I can't remember the details of that, but anyway, it's pretty interesting stuff. So really looking forward to that trip. Again, I think that's going to be like a 4 or 5 day trip. Let's see how that goes. So yeah, I would like to do the whole trace, so maybe I need to add a day in there. We'll see. Anywho, that's my story. Alright, well, I am going to put some music on, and thanks for tuning in. I will try and have more interesting videos in the future. But for now, I say hiya and bye. See you later, Gator.